Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sammy. Please excuse my voice. I've been a little under the weather lately, but I've been doing some writing and I'm quite excited to share this information. So I'm going to go ahead, even as congested as I sound. So a spiritual awakening is the pursuit of learning about our true authentic self and understanding and removing the layers of false self, the attachments, the hindering behaviour patterns that we've created because we were conditioned to believe they would protect us. But in truth, protection is fear-based. Fear-based behaviour patterns prevent love. When we unlearn ourselves and discover the truth of life and how we fit in the overall great picture, we lead with love. We have faith. The deconstruction of ourself means recognising that which we think we are. So the labels and identities that we associate with us to represent us and build upon our story. Without them, we are conditioned to think we're insignificant, which is so not true. The truth is, we are not our story. We are not the things that have happened to us. These are just the story that we have attached to us. It's very interesting to observe people and watch ego in play. Often we notice this in others before we recognise it in ourselves. When we meet new people, we introduce ourselves and often ask people what they do for a job. Certainly this can create an interesting discussion, but it's also a chance for our ego to surface. Consider the homeless person who sleeps in the streets. Should he feel less worthy than the person who walks past him in his Armani suit? I wonder if he feels luckier to be off the wheel of life and living his life as he chooses. But in a meeting situation, his labels won't live up to the standard that our egos are conditioned to admire. Labels and identities are not really us though. We can admire someone for choosing to dedicate their time to pursue an admirable career, but this shouldn't define them. It's merely their work. It doesn't guarantee a friendly persona, honesty or kindness. It doesn't allow us any insight into the essence of that person. It is merely a label, and we can use labels as our story to validate or justify ourselves. Our attachments, our stories, go beyond what we do for work. They're also our ailments, our diseases, the hardships that we've encountered. Too often people lead with their story and become it to the point that they feel insignificant without it. They believe they are their story, and so their story lives on in them. Have you considered how much of your story you're attached to? Do you feel you need to be seen in a particular way and justify who you are when you're meeting new people? I'm a work in progress. I notice myself, justify myself sometimes. I love myself and the life I lead, but sometimes I notice my ego justifying. It's not something we must do to remove labels, but if we want to know who we really are, we can realise who and what we aren't. We are not the diseases we have. We are not the career we work in, and we're not the hardship we've lived. When we live in the present moment, right now, who are you? I am right now tucked up in bed. I've got a congested nose. I'm writing, something I love doing. I'm appreciating the sunlight that filters through my white curtains. But I'm none of those. I am, at my core, a loving being. As I slowly learn and understand myself, I gradually peel away the shadows of false identities, conditioned behaviour patterns to reveal my truth, my essence, that is love. I am love, and so are you. We all are. We're all on different journeys, though. No greater, no less than any other. The journey is to know who we are, the greatest question we all have pondered. Consider removing your labels to discover who you are, your authentic self. Thank you for listening. Love is the answer.